If you're new to the channel, I hope we haven't scared you off.
Hi guys, welcome to another mukbang video.
It's a croaky intro.
Yeah, it is. Hard gym session today.
Oh, rubbish, just yapping too much. Welcome back to the channel. Here's our meal for today.
Yeah, we've got some tri-coloured rice, red kidney beans, cherry tomatoes, corn, fresh cilantro, fresh spring green onion, a mix of veggies. Oh, what's that dressed with? That's got apple cider vinegar.
I'm sorry, my hair's already on the food.
Apple cider vinegar here, and over here we got a mix of vegetables, mushrooms, and lots of stuff.
Actually, I used some 2 different types of Thai eggplant, which was quite nice.
Yeah, and also there's like a Thai cucumber type thingy that you don't eat it fresh, you have to cook it. It's typically cooked in a red curry.
I don't know, we just threw everything together basically.
And you put some herb and garlic powder on that.
Yes,
and then we've got a dressing, haven't we?
We do, we've got, what did I put in this? Mustard, a bit of soy sauce, a bit of cayenne pepper, and a vegan sweetener. What do we have as a vegan sweetener?
Coconut nectar syrup, because that's what's cheapest and available here at the moment.
I don't want to spill it, but...
Many of you guys might have access to maple syrup. And we got more. Plenty more.
Yeah, and whatever's left over, we'll just add it to dinner.
If there's anything left over.
If there's anything, there will be.
I've got an appetite today.
The man's ready. We have double fans. Oh, here, you can see it.
Oh, yeah,
We're kind of locked in. The hair's blowing, it's all happening. Very, very hot, as usual.
And we just had a lizard visit a friend, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
A Perhentian lizard. At least that's what they're called in the Perhentian Islands in Malaysia. They might be called something different here in Thailand. If you follow us on Snapchat, it's the one that we showed every day. Yeah. There's a bit of a family going on, isn't there? Yes. And this was a baby. It climbed up a tree and started to crawl onto the balcony towards us. And yeah, we're like, you know what, the bedroom door's open. Let's just, escort him away now, unless he ends up in the bedroom.
Be a nasty surprise.
It would. He's cute though.
He's gorgeous. Yeah. My God, they're so cute. They won't bother us now while we're filming because we're making an absolute racket. And
the big daddy, he's nervous. Like he hates humans anyway. He just runs away straight away. Yeah. And he's got the size and the strength.
Exactly. So. What are you guys eating?
Yes.
Post down below.
Let us know.
We very much enjoy reading what your meals are.
All right, guys, you know the drill. A few bites have to take place first before the content can flow. How is it? Mm-hmm. Good?
That's nice.
Mmm. 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 Good dressing.
Mmm.
Mmm.
Mustard fixes everything.
It really does.
I love it.
Mm. We've been having Dijon lately, and this one is seeded mustard.
Yeah, just make sure it doesn't have honey. A lot of mustards have honey in it, so check the label.
Mm. Mm.
Did you put on the beans too? Does it need to?
Yeah. We've been noticing this kind of weird phenomenon. It's quite weird.
Well, here we go.
When we cook the red kidney beans in the slow cooker, sometimes the smell is reminiscent of pizza. Let us know if you've ever experienced that.
Only red kidney beans though, not the others. Oh, I think you've got some food on your lip.
Thank you.
You got it on your top lip too.
No, I'm hungry.
Open your mouth. Okay, so first up, we wanted to say a very big thank you to your wonderful suggestions on our previous video and all the support we got. It was fabulous reading the comments. You guys are so creative and
incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And it was
so many people took the time, didn't they, to comment?
We really appreciated
to leave their thoughts and ideas.
Definitely. So what we did actually, we're reading through the comments and then we would copy the comments, or not all of them, but the suggestions, and paste them in a document so that we've got a list of directions that we can move in.
And there were many that we'd already thought of, and so that validated our initial thoughts.
Exactly. We just wanted to know if we were on the right track, and so the response to that video very much let us know that yes, we're on the right track. So that was cool.
Exactly. And then there were some new ideas, weren't there, that we hadn't thought of before.
And we're like, That sounds good. All right, put it to the list.
The frustrating thing is, if we were to implement all of the ideas, you'd need 5 of us, wouldn't you?
You need a whole team,
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
So we're going to have to be selective, aren't
we can't do it all, but it was just really good to get that kind of workshop going with you guys, and just to, I think the word is validated. We felt very validated, so thank you for that. And we wanted to say, because everyone was like, yeah, podcast, and we're so excited for it. But we do have to be realistic. So what we've got is, I'll have to put my hair up. I'm sorry. It's just blowing in the...
We've got short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. And the podcast sits around the mid-term goals, doesn't it?
I think so, because we're working on the website at the moment, and we really want to get that to a certain point before doing the podcast. Let me just check. Yeah, all right, that'll do. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, God, put me in the fan.
Like a fire blanket in your seat.
I can't stand it.
Again, it's high 30 degrees Celsius, pushing 40 degrees Celsius, so it's warm.
Sweating already.
It's humid today too, overcast.
And my hair's so thin, like sometimes I see, you know, women with really thick hair, and especially here in Thailand, they always leave their hair out, and I'm just like, dying with my little rat's tail stuck to my neck.
Yeah.
It freaks me out. That's so much better. Okay. So
that's short, medium, and long-term goals?
So basically, hold on. The podcast is coming, but it's going to take a little bit of time.
We can't wait for it either. Wish we could click our fingers and make it happen tomorrow. But all good things take some time, as the saying goes.
That's right.
And Rome wasn't built in a day. Are these cliches?
Here we go.
They're there for a reason, because they're true.
It's true. We also need to get a microphone, which I don't even know if we can do that here on this island, actually, realistically.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
It's an interesting thought.
Okay.
Well, losing it.
Well,
I almost might switch to spoon.
I thought you were going to say doggy bowl.
Oh, I'd love that.
No doggy bowl in mukbangs. A spoon, really?
Yeah, I'm
You're
switching
not
to spoon.
3, Luca. Oh.
Remember when we were working in Thailand years ago, and our boss at the time, he said, "What are you eating with a fork for?"
A fork.
Because it would take too long to finish the meal.
No, he said in Thailand they say a fork is if you're on a diet, because you can only fit so much, but a spoon is how you really, get into your food, because you can fit more. Is that my hair?
That's your hair. You did say it would happen.
I'm sorry. I was trying to look good, but after taking the thumbnail, that's it. It's going up.
Tell her she still looks good with her hair up, and she doesn't need to wear it down when it's hot like this, guys.
All right, thank you. So based on...
Is that what he said?
What?
About the diet thing.
What? Oh!
The spoon and the
I forgot what
diet,
we're talking about. Yeah, he said forks for diet, and a spoon is, to really shovel it in, because you can eat more.
Yeah.
So.
This is like etiquette, but this is practical. Yeah, let's be practical.
If you saw how this man eats with the camera off...
It's exactly the same as I ate with the camera on.
It's not.
It is.
If you're new to the channel, I hope we haven't scared you off. Okay. So in our last video, we mentioned the Food Choices Academy website, which looks absolutely fantastic. We linked it below. We'll do that again today. And I wanted to mention, because I kind of read the email wrong, sorry.
And just by the way, this is not a paid promotion or sponsorship or anything like that. We just really value the work that Dr. Richard Oppenlander and his team do in terms of promoting environmental science and awareness. It's just incredible.
It's fabulous. So they keep us in the loop, and
we
got an email.
He was the driving consultant behind Cowspiracy.
Yeah, really great work. So I wanted to reiterate that not only is this a great course, but also Dr. Oppenlander is running, obviously, the environmental course on the Food Choices Academy online program. But if you complete his course, you also have the opportunity to join Dr. Oppenlander's ambassador program. So it's like the next level. And that allows you to spread the message of food choice and environment/sustainability.
By lecturing to any one category or combination of categories of audiences.
Yeah.
Academic institutions, businesses, policymakers, general public, civil society organisations and others.
Yeah, it sounds fabulous. So it's kind of taking what you learn in the course to the next level to present, lectures.
So if that's up your alley, check out the details in the description below.
Yeah, good. I feel like talking.
I know, it's hard. I was going to say, this Thai cucumber that needs to be cooked.
Is it good?
I like it. It's okay.
It doesn't taste like anything.
It has a taste, but...
It doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't.
Yeah, okay, it doesn't taste like that. A little bit bitter, actually.
Does it? Is
Yeah. I don't know, I must have had a bit before covered with some dressing and it must have been the nice dressing. That
Like I said, mustard fixes everything.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Okay, so what we wanted to talk about in this video, in addition to all the things we've already spoken about for 11 minutes. So we were sent a link to an article on the Daily Mail online, and we read this, we've got it here in front of us. We read it last night and thought, oh my goodness, this is a good one to read out to you guys and discuss as we go.
Beauty therapist, 18 years of age, is horrified to discover an emotional blackmail anti-meat sticker proclaiming to be from a cow named Chloe on her Morrison's spaghetti bolognese.
I love it. And I just want to say that what it reminds me of is we recently reviewed the mockumentary Carnage, which we'll link the video down below. And what they do is they're in a vegan world in the future, is it 50 years in the future or something?
Yes.
And they're looking back and mocking and critiquing the carnist world that we currently live in. And as we were reading this article last night, I was thinking, this is exactly the kind of thing that in 50 years' time will be, in a vegan world, looking back and thinking, what kind of idiots were we? We will be laughing at this because it's so beyond stupidity that it's funny.
Yep.
And a little scary because it's actually real. So, basically, I'll just summarize it.
So basically, she's calling this sticker that was put there by vegan activists, animal rights activists, which well done to the UK vegan activists. You guys are amazing with your sticker activism, chalk activism, stacktivism.
Doing it all.
Doing it
it's
all.
Good.
So anyway,
she opens up her meal, her package. The sticker says, "My name is Chloe," meaning the cow. "I wanted to live. Your personal choice killed me. Don't buy it."
So the point is, she's saying she felt emotionally blackmailed.
Which we didn't really understand, because
when you're in a situation of blackmail, someone is threatening you with doing something if you don't do something, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
like, if you don't do this, I'm going to do that. So you're blackmailed into a situation. But there was no ultimatum given. The cow Chloe is not saying to this young girl, what's her name? Leah.
Yeah, don't eat my body parts or I'm going to, I don't know, trample you with my hooves or something like that. She's not...
No, there's no, it's just... Chloe the cow is just simply stating a fact. If she could speak, she's saying, this is my name. I wanted to live. I've been killed because you bought it. You bought my body.
So we're talking about factual truth here.
But the customer, Leah, has said this was an aggressive guerrilla tactic. That's fabulous. An aggressive guerrilla tactic.
Well, of course, vegan activists are terrorists, aren't they? So they're...
Under the law.
Under the law. So... all of that language goes very much hand in hand. But in actual fact, if we stop to think about it for a moment, if the vegan activists who are raising awareness for the fact that eating meat, dairy and eggs is killing innocent animals who want to live, if that's considered terrorism, then what would we consider the people paying people to kill the animals? The consumers of those products. If the vegan activists raising awareness are terrorists.
Or more than just the consumers though, of the organisations, the meat and dairy and egg industry. I think we need to look at them as the terrorists, even more than the consumer, because often it's just out of sight, out of mind. People don't know, which is exactly what's happened here. It's been put, her awareness has been made.
Exactly. And what I was thinking was, would we consider, and I think the answer is no here, the graphic images shown on cigarette packaging warning about the terrible adverse health effects of smoking tobacco products, would we consider those images emotional blackmail, or are they simply pointing out the truth? What's the difference?
It's the same thing.
Because
it's the same thing.
Meat is the new tobacco.
That's right. So this young woman, Leah, I think she's 18 or 19, very young. She said, I felt really horrible. Someone had put it there to make me feel like that. No one can make you feel anything. If you see something that makes you feel horrible, that's your conscience letting you know that there is something very wrong with your actions and the result, this image that you're seeing. And if there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, then you've got nothing to feel bad about or guilty about, or there's nothing wrong with it. If we're supposed to do that, then there should be no emotional response whatsoever.
Yeah, just like an actual omnivore has no emotional response.
That's right.
Regarding, killing its prey.
Yeah.
The fact that we do, again, it's indicative that we're not true omnivores.
Yeah.
We're herbivorous by anatomy, physiology, and by nature.
She says, but doing something aggressive like that is almost like emotional blackmailing. It made me feel quite sick. Good! That's the whole bloody idea. Again, though, if you feel sick, then you know that what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah. And you'll also be lucky if the product itself doesn't make you sick.
That's right. I didn't really feel like I wanted to eat that meal after that. Job done.
Job done.
That's the whole point. That's interesting, isn't it? That she feels like, I mean, think about a sticker. It's a piece of paper with a sticky back. If she thinks that is aggressive, I would love to see this young girl watch Earthlings. See what real aggression is. And it's not coming from vegans, it's not coming from activists, it's not coming from a piece of paper with a bit of a sticky back and a picture on your meal.
Put her in a factory farm or a slaughterhouse and ask her to describe the actions of some of the workers there. If a sticker is aggressive.
And the fact that, this whole guerrilla campaign, I think that speaks volumes. Like, how dare people rise up and take action and power back into their own hands and educate the masses in this, undercover warfare type, what is that? It reminds me of like activists going into the supermarket in their army helmets and face paint and put stickers everywhere. I mean, it's so innocent. It's just letting people know that there was someone that was shot in the head and stabbed in the throat who ended up in that frozen meal.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Exactly. It's letting you know what the industry isn't telling you, what the industry is hiding. The industries, again, they're the aggressors with their aggressive marketing campaigns and their deceitful tactics. Labeling things like humane, organic, cage-free, free-range, grass-fed. All of that means absolutely nothing, because ultimately all of those animals who wanted to live have their lives taken.
Yeah. So this is interesting. She opened the pack, she saw the sticker, thought, oh my God, what's this? What's going on? She called her boss over, Charlotte, to come and have a look. Charlotte, who's 32, was equally taken aback by the image of a sad-eyed cow seemingly accusing them of killing it. So that's really interesting. As customers, as consumers, we never think that we're the ones doing the killing. And sure, we're not directly, with our own hand using the knife.
But if we weren't paying for the products, the killing wouldn't be taking place at all.
That's right. We're paying, we are doing the killing with our dollar.
Yeah.
So, yes, the cow is accusing you two young ladies of killing he or she, because if you didn't want that product, then the cow wouldn't have been killed in the first place. And I think that's like the biggest barrier for people as consumers, to understand that, yes, the animal is killed because of me. No, me, that feels terrible. I don't want an animal killed because of me.
Exactly.
Very interesting to read this. Right, she said, I didn't know what it was at first. When I picked it up and realized it was a cow, I threw it back down. It did shock me. I was scared almost. This is such a good reaction.
Yeah.
This is exactly what this kind of, sticker activism is trying to elicit from the customer.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I mean, what was she scared of? Was she scared of, oh my God, my attention has been brought to the fact that I am paying somebody to kill this innocent cow? And does that mean now I'm going to have to decide, now that it's been brought right to the front of my awareness, whether or not I'm going to continue to purchase body parts of killed animals?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Exactly. And she goes on to say...
Which can be a scary concept for people, can't it?
Yeah,
because
definitely.
What it represents, going vegan, is going against, you know, society's core belief system of carnism and speciesism, and, you know, it can be a scary thing for people, isn't it? Because you're going, oh my God, what is my family going to think? What's my partner going to think? What are my work colleagues going to think?
You're going
what are my friends
against...
going to think?
Going against our mainstream culture. It's very... But I just love that this is made the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
Because it's wonderful exposure. And the little quote here that we have from Leah says, I felt really horrible. Someone put it there to make me feel like that. I just think that speaks volumes. Yes, someone did put that there to make you feel horrible because it's a horrible action. And it's as though, how dare somebody make me feel horrible and take responsibility for my action that took someone's life? You know, it was kind of like a wall, isn't it? That slowly starts to crack and the consumer walks through and goes, what are you making me feel responsible from what I'm putting in my mouth, from what I'm paying for?
It reminds me of that
It's
amazing...
Like everything kind of starts to shatter.
It reminds me of that amazing vegan sidekick meme of the wall.
Yes,
and each brick in the wall has a false justification that carnists use to not go vegan.
And slowly they all break, crumble, and the person walks through. Now she goes on to say that, you know, my dad buys these meals, these frozen meals, and we still got a few of them in the freezer. I haven't checked them yet to see if the stickers are there too. So I was like, she wouldn't eat the one with the sticker on it, but she's going to continue eating these meals and eating meat. So long as the reminder of who is in my meal is taken away, I feel very comfortable continuing this.
Because it's just an anonymous body part.
But if the sticker's there with the animal looking up at me in its final moments, before my dollar has guaranteed the slip to the throat, then I'm sorry, that makes me feel too bad and I can't eat that product.
Yeah. And also I'm thinking about that image because the image that was used is the image that we and a lot of other vegan activists and vegan YouTubers use, because it is the terrified, terror-stricken look in the cow's eye and that is galvanizing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so if Leah's claiming that it scared her, how do you think that terror-stricken cow feels?
Yeah.
Scared is an understatement. And it says here, we do wonder if anything was we do wonder if anything was resolved, whether they found out if it was a member of staff that had put it there or if it was a customer. You'd think they could have been caught on CCTV in the shop doing it. Again, it's saying, it's trying to take the emphasis off my actions
and the real crime
and trying to pin a crime on the activists who raised their awareness to an atrocity that they're paying for.
Yeah.
It's always the aggressor playing the victim.
The victim, yes.
And the real victim, Chloe the cow here, you know, she gets forgotten.
Yeah.
It's just...
She does. Yeah. So...
And talking about CCTV.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, CCTV installed in factory farms and slaughterhouses. Now that's some CCTV.
Yeah. So it says, it ends the article with, however, the controversial message was unsuccessful in converting this consumer, Leah, to a meat-free diet. But you know what it did? So they're trying to see, it didn't work, you silly activists, all that all that effort for nothing. But you know what it did? It ended up online in the Daily Mail, and it gets people's attention. It got our attention. Now we're making this video that's going to have X amount of views and be shared.
Exactly.
So it spreads the message, it spreads the word. And even if this woman, Leah, isn't ready right at that moment,
It planted a seed, didn't it? And as we always say, it might take 100 seeds before somebody goes vegan.
Yeah.
But without, that particular seed, she might never get there.
and she is always, from this point on, I can just see her in the supermarket. She's going to pick up her frozen meal of meat, and she's going to have a look under the package there. She's always going to be apprehensive about, what am I going to find in there? Will the sticker be there? Will I be made to feel guilty? Now, you think about that for long enough, and eventually
You're going to start questioning, why am I buying this in the first place?
Yeah, or why do I feel guilty? What is in this that makes me feel, ill at ease?
And then, you might start researching online. You might come across, educational material on the ethics, the health, the environment. And before you know it, you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. You're vegan.
That's it. So there you go, folks. We just thought that was such a good article. Wonder what the first comment is.
Put on the vegans. Veggie Mum 58 from Australia.
Shout out.
What Ms. I love it. What Ms. Mallet felt when she was upset by the sight of a bleeding cow was guilt. She should respect her shock and revulsion and listen to her conscience and go vegan. I love it. Or was this just an opportunity to get her pretty self in the newspaper? Ms. Mallet, an apt name for someone in this article. Of course, a mallet is another name for a hammer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which if you ever really want to be scared, Leah, watch a pig being killed with a mallet.
It's quite a heavy conversation there. But sometimes
This is the reality of it.
It is.
Though,
I mean, that's
we're trying to make light of it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
there's nothing light of it for Chloe.
No. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about this? Let us know your comments down below. We'll link the article down below, of course. Have a read of it and let us know your thoughts. I just think it's such great exposure.
Definitely.
And love the idea of sticker activism.
Yes.
Really, really good.
We've got some on our bikes behind us, actually.
Yeah.
And we've also got some on our laptop.
Yeah. But it's different when you put it on the product.
Oh, definitely.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
And just reading a few more of the comments here below the article. Again, many vegans getting in there and saying very much similar things to what we've been discussing in this video. And it's great, get in there in the comments section, because you can be anonymous, you don't have to have an avatar, your proper name or anything like that, but your comments, people read, and it, changes their way of thinking, their perceiving. It is like what's depicted in Carnage, where basically a tipping point has to occur where enough vegans are created to, affect the carnists in their thinking to the point when it's going to go over the, 50-50, and all of a sudden veganism becomes, the norm, and everyone wants to do what's popular and what's normal.
And what these comments do, you're spot on, is they counter the actual article in itself, which was obviously very pro Chloe's. Oh no, sorry, Chloe was the cow. Leah. Pro Leah's reaction to the sticker. So the vegans in the article just bring back the balance of, well, as you
in
said,
the comment section,
exactly, saying exactly what we've said. If you're feeling guilty, then you got to reassess your actions.
So I guess my whole point was, if you're a somewhat hesitant. If you're a vegan and you're somewhat hesitant to speak up, this is a great way to do it, isn't it? Because how many views has this article had already? I think you can tell. Oh, it's had 20,000 shares, for example, right? And that's only since it was new 26th of April. Okay, so
that's only a few days.
It's only a few days, 20,000 shares.
Wow.
Get in the comments section.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to address. That the sticker said personal choice, and they were kind of freaking out about that. And as we always say, your personal choice stops being personal when it starts to affect somebody else's life. And that's
it.
Colin Patrick Gaudreau.
Your right to throw your fist ends at my nose. As soon as it involves someone else, it's no longer personal.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting. And this is why we make these kind of mukbang videos, to show people what's the alternative to eating Chloe the cow. Plants, plant foods, yeah? There's
everything you
world...
currently eat,
yeah,
minus the meat, dairy, eggs and bee products, isn't it?
It's not a lot, and especially considering that you have the vegan alternatives for all of those products. So it's like you're not
giving up anything.
You're actually not giving up anything. That's the interesting thing. I mean,
you simply stop taking that which is not yours. Yeah. As Jamison Scala says.
Yeah. If you really think about it, you're not giving anything up, and you're gaining so much in terms of your health and, you know, helping others and the environment and the animals and everything.
It's just gain, gain, gain.
It's win, 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 win. There's no lose.
No.
Have we convinced you yet? This was really nice. How's your meal going? Are you enjoying it? Of course you are, because you made it and it's going to be lovely.
How often do we read the comment section on the mukbangs where people are telling us what they eat and what they're eating, and we're just like, ooh,
that sounds nice.
Well, that's good. Oh yeah, I'll have some of that. Love it.
And I have to say, it's so gorgeous. I always feel sorry for the couple of people that say,
I'm eating vegan junk food.
Yeah, everyone's being all healthy over here, and I've just had a vegan, you know, junky pizza or whatever it was, and it's like, it's okay, guys. If you want to, you know, have a junky meal every now and again, then it's okay. And maybe we'll show something more junky at some point. I don't know though. What do we have? We don't even have. We just cook everything ourselves.
I think a lot has to do with being a little bit older than certain members of our audience.
Yeah.
And having experienced really bad health.
Yeah.
And now eating these, you know, predominantly whole plant foods, feeling really good and really healthy. And the comparison, the juxtaposition, the contrast between the two, feeling really unhealthy and then feeling really good. We're like, you know what, this feels too good to go back to eating, you know, a more junky diet.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
sometimes you have to go through that.
Exactly.
You have to have that relativity.
We've eaten the junky diets. We know what that all tastes like. We've experienced all of that. Yeah. And so we don't crave it. We're just quite satisfied.
Yeah.
But we're a little limited at the moment, I have to say though. But it's limited on the island with what's available. For example, there are no avocados here. We haven't seen it on the island.
Even so,
on the
Thailand is not known for good avocados anyway.
But at least you can occasionally get a good one. But here on the island, forget it. And so quinoa, for example, way too expensive here on the island. And lots of like nuts. We can't get nuts that are not salted. Yeah. Oh, we forgot the flax meal.
One of our viewers, Peter,
Bugger.
who's just opened a new online vegan store called Vegan Store Bangkok. We'll link the details in the description. He contacted us and said, guys, I've just opened this new store. I'm proud as punch. I've been a long time viewer. I'd love to offer you guys something in the store. And we're like, wow, what a generous offer. And we had a look at the great store and we're like, oh great, there's... It
was so funny, hold on. We looked at so many things because there's a lot of great products.
Yeah.
And what did we go for out of everything available? Flax meal. That's like what we got most excited over.
They sell whole flax seeds here on the island, but they're a little bit expensive. We don't have anything to grind them. We don't really want to buy anything to grind them. So, yeah.
So we sent us out some flax meal. Woo-hoo! Thank you so much. And
we were supposed to put it on today.
Forgot it.
We forgot.
Yeah. So, anyhow. And the other thing we're finding, this is a little bit concerning. Because it's getting so hot here, and it's apparently going to get ridiculous in June.
Yeah.
That it's really affecting the produce at the market. So we haven't had lettuce for so long because it's just like...
really poor quality, wilted. Yeah.
It's dead. Even the kale, we could only get a very small bunch this week.
Yeah. Not only is it sort of wilted in the heat, but it also seemed to have been affected by like an insect, and it was all eaten.
Exactly. And potatoes. Oh my god!
They're not doing so well in the heat here either.
Well.
But no, April is the hottest month here on the island.
I thought it was June.
No, June is when the rain might start to rain again
Oh,
sporadically.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, April's the
God.
hottest. So maybe we're going
it's
through
the
the
worst.
worst of it, and it might start to get better. But the
Because-
lady who makes the person who makes the tahini, I don't know whether she's a lady
she
or
stopped
not.
making tahini.
Yeah.
And we're like, what's going on?
What's going on? There's sesame seeds around. Make the tahini.
Do your thing.
Because the store-bought tahini has oil in it,
Yeah.
and the one that he or she makes doesn't.
Yeah.
It's so versatile, isn't it?
And we got used to it. We're like, oh, this is great for the dressings and this and that. So
And you guys put us onto that because
It's
you know
your fault.
we've known about tahini for years, but we've never used it.
never used it.
And then when you guys said, "Oh, you should be using it," and then we tried them, and
we
we're like,
liked
"Oh,
it.
never looking back."
Exactly. So now it's taken away from us, and we're like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
So it's kind of been interesting to experience moving from the city, to an island where it's already a little limited, and now it's like less again. So we're kind of having a lot of repetition in the meals, and
What we had yesterday though was different, wasn't it?
and
that
it was
nice.
hilarious.
Oh.
We made the best meal yesterday, and as we're cooking it and we're eating it, shush.
Sorry, guys, sorry. I've got to get this dressing out. The bottom.
What was I saying now?
Something about being more limited here on the island than on the mainland. Oh, the dish from yesterday.
That's right. So as we were kicking you under the table, as we were cooking it and eating it, the whole time we were thinking, this would have been such a good mukbang. Why didn't we say this for the mukbang? So we will make it again.
Recreate it, yeah.
Yes.
That was good, wasn't it?
Very good.
We're going to finish this off camera. We'll wrap it up here.
Yes, it looks like it's about to storm actually. I think it's humid because it's ready to rain.
Yeah.
So we've probably a little bit, what do they call it in Queensland? They call it humidity stupidity.
Yeah.
To go a little bit funny. So that's probably why we've been a bit ridiculous in this video.
Thanks for joining us as always, guys.
Thank you.
Leave us a comment down below. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
As always, ding the bell and check the box to receive notifications for our upcoming videos. And thank you again so much for the comments on the previous video. We really, really appreciate them. And we love eating with you guys.
We
It's
do.
just fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll see you in the next time. And we'll see you in the next time. We'll see you
be.
next time. And in the interim, remember, going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye, guys.